Welcome to my YouTube channel Marketing 5.0, and we are now looking at the videos from my new series on sustainable marketing. And once again, thanks much on your continuous support, subscribing to my channel and spreading across your network. So as we started in our previous video about giving introduction about sustainable marketing, the angle of sustainable marketing and how we look at sustainable marketing, which is different from the green marketing or marketing of the natural products or renewable aspect. So we took the idea from that particular aspect and how we can use that for a marketing practices of company in terms of sustainable marketing practices, the aspects which will help company to conserve the resources and spend the money on the resources or the product and services which will provide value to consumers, and also how it will help the company to achieve its sustainable growth in the future. So in this series today we talk about the video about sustainable marketing model. So this is my own thought process based on my continuous research on sustainable marketing practices. So that is what we'll be seeing today. The model of sustainable marketing. So how actually the company will look at the aspects of the sustainable marketing, which is a very vital aspect which the company needs to look at. See, the very important thing what we are looking at is the companies normally spend the billions of dollars on developing the product or services which we saw in our previous video. It's about a kind of a short-lived, the kind of an aspect, and because of today's very rapid movement of product life cycle, so the product or service whatever the company is launching, which have a very short life, so in that way the whatever the money spent on developing that particular product services, which affects the sustainable aspects of the particular product or services which they develop, and they are not reaping any benefits. So in that case, like how the sustainable marketing model will provide a kind of a guidance to the company to focus on developing a product or services which have its own sustainability and also achieve its benefits in terms of monetary benefits. Because you see, any product or services which company develops, that is the very base of any company's sustenance. And because the money which are achieved, the revenue which are generated through the particular product service, this will be used for funding the further the development of new products and services. So this is where you talk about the sustainable growth or organic growth. So instead of pooling funds from different sources like borrowing from market and other sources and going for rapid growth, definitely will not help the sustainable the growth of company. So this is where the sustainable marketing model which I developed will give a proper guidance to company. So what they have to focus on. So it starts with the need identification, which is very, very important. See why, if you see the most of the companies, the product and services which are short life, because the companies are launching a product in order to like go with the competition of the primary competitors. So that is where they normally oversee the actual expectations of consumer. Never, if you see, if a consumer going for buying a TV or any other durable products, definitely they will not change anytime soon, or minimum they should be using for 3 to 5 years. That is the shelf life of any the durable products which the companies are producing. So the same case, if you going for any the perishable products also, even if it is a juice or something, so you don't have to immediately modify the formula or the focus of the particular product service to launch new products. So that is where identifying the need of consumers or what they are looking for, and the company needs to find the longevity of the particular need. So if you see, the most of the consumers, their needs are very simple. So they are not looking for anything bigger. So because since the more options are available to choose from, the consumers normally tend to experiment. But if the needs are not normally change if you see the consumers when they select the product. So that is where identifying the actual needs of consumers, why the consumers go for buying a product. So as we see in our previous videos, whether it is a physical need or a social need. But if you see almost 70 to 80% of the consumers looking for a physical need for any product, services they are looking for. Maybe 20% of consumers will look for a social need. So, but very important for the company, they want to sustain in the market, definitely focus on the major group of consumers, those who are looking for the, the physical need. So the need identification is the key here. And once the company identifies the need of consumers, so instead of developing a product services, they go for developing a solutions to that satisfying the particular need. So the physical need. So that is where the consumer can appreciate the value which is provided by the particular product or services. This is where the performance matters. So though we talk about the perceived value, so the perceived value normally goes with the social need, where the consumers look for a perceived value which has a lot of other qualitative societal aspects, like the appreciation from society and peer groups of owning a particular product or service. But in general, if you look at the consumers, most of the consumers, they look for the physical aspects of product or services and how they get the benefit for the particular product and services for the money they pay for. So it has to be a kind of a solution actually. So whatever the company offers, it has to be a kind of a solutions. And that particular solution should lead to a value proposition. That value proposition could be a sustainable value proposition. The sustainable value proposition in the sense is, see, normally consumer, whenever they adopt to a particular product or services, they want to use the product and services for a long time. So if you take example of in our the different categories of consumers, the early majority and the late majority type of consumers, normally they will stay with the product or service for a longer period. So they do not like to shift any new product or services anytime sooner. So they like to spend some time with the particular product or services. They want to use it, enjoy it, and when the moment comes, if they feel they will shift, or they may continue also. It depends on the individual consumers. So that is where the sustainable value proposition is very, very important. So when the company is offering the sustainable value proposition, in that way the company also conserve the resources of developing new product and services. Again, you are launching the same product and services to the same consumers, those who are already happy with the existing product and services. Why the company needs to do it? No need. The consumers are happy with what they are actually using it, product or services. So the company no need for a change. So that is where the sustainable value proposition is very important, and give the time and space to consumers, let them enjoy the product and services what they're using for some time. And when the moment comes, actually, when the consumer feel there is a time for them to graduate to the next level, then the company can look for the aspects of the developing new product and services or solutions to offer to the same consumers. In that way, the company can hold the same consumers with them and not losing to the competitors. So what is very important is the sustainable value proposition is very important, which is a key for a sustainable marketing model. So by using the sustainable value proposition, when the consumers see that value proposition with you, and definitely they will not leave for any alternatives and they will be staying. And that will help the company to develop and grow sustainably. So instead of going for inorganic growth, just go for a sustainable growth, which will be, like fueled and contributed by the consumers, those who appreciate the value proposition you offer to them in a sustainable way. So no need of urging the consumers to graduate to the next level without enjoying the product. So that is what it's happening. If you see today, most of the companies are launching the new models of products and new models of new types of products which are coming, which are urging the consumers to try that. So there are many aspects which also motivate consumers to do that particular edge. Maybe 10 to 20% of consumers, they don't bother about the new product and services which are coming to the market every day. But if you see in the majority of the consumers, normally they pay attention and they will tend to migrate. which is also putting more pressure on the company to get into that particular the kind of the mode of competition. I can say it is a kind of a competition with the other companies. So that is why you all tend to launch new product and services in order to tackle the competition from other competitors. So in that case, if you can convince your consumers that what you are offering is sustainable and let them enjoy with the product and services for some time, and you also offer after some time the alternative within your company, the product and services. And that way, the company, the consumers can gradually, like move into the same product and services, the new version which you are offering. That way, that will help the company to achieve the sustainable growth. So this is where you see the sustainable marketing model starts with identifying the real needs of consumers, so physical or social need. But when you're talking about sustainable marketing, where the more focus lies on the physical aspects, physical need aspects, instead of looking for the social need aspects, which are qualitative in nature and it will change very rapidly. So the company needs to stick to offer the physical need of the consumers, which is very important, and that has to be in a form of a solutions. So where it should lead to uh, offer the value proposition which is sustainable in a way that where consumer will spend some time with the product or services which they are using and give them a time and space, enjoy, make them enjoy. So instead of forcing them to move into the new product which you are launching, in that way it is both beneficial to company as well as consumer in terms of monetary, and also the consumer need not have to spend money to graduate into new product or services. So after some time, the company can focus on releasing new product or services, where the consumer also will be comfortable to moving into that. So that is where the company can achieve the sustainable growth without losing money on new product and services, or you want to clear your old stock by giving prices and promotions. So that is what which is happening in the industry now. So in that way, it is very important for a company to look into this sustainable marketing model and get benefit out of it. So in this way, if you see it, it shows very clearly how the sustainable marketing model really helpful to the company to give a proper direction to achieve the sustainability in their operations and conserving their energy, which is very important aspect. So once again, thank you very much for watching my videos from my YouTube channel, Marketing 5.0. Please subscribe, uh, share, and please comment on the videos. So we are improving. If you can see my other playlist, and we are gradually improving by video. And because of your continuous support and comments, so we are coming out of new series. And this series also, it's one of the initiative which is from your support. So once again, thank you very much.